area right on top of that irrigation pond here near Alma School and Rio Solano in Mesa. Obviously, a pretty incredible story here. Now, police say when that baby was in this yard at that time yesterday, she was probably just hours old, less than 10 hours old. She was found wrapped in blankets, her umbilical cord still on. Now, good news, the baby is healthy. She is at the hospital now. And here is a look at the newborn girl. Now, these photos were sent by the woman who found that baby girl. This happened about 25 hours ago, at 11 a.m. yesterday morning. Now, that baby, 7 pounds, 8 ounces, thick black hair. Now, Rose McCullough was home yesterday. She was here. It was a normal Tuesday. But everything changed when she saw that baby carrier in her front yard. Here's how she described the moment that happened.
Okay, couple seconds.
He picked it up and he jumped about 20 feet into the street. And he said, "There's a baby in there." And of course I was...
Yeah, and right now Mesa police are still trying to figure out who that girl's parents are. They say they have exhausted all resources right now, and that is why they are pleading for the public. If you know anything, you are urged to contact Mesa police. Now, another quick note to this story is a fire station is about half a mile, maybe even less, from this house. And police want to remind you that in this situation, that safe haven law means that you can drop off a newborn baby at any fire station or open church around the valley. And they say this situation could have been a lot worse. They're thankful, obviously, that baby girl is alive and she is doing well, but now they're trying to track down those parents. Reporting live here in Mesa, I'm Kelly Cruz for CBS 5 News.
A story that makes your stomach turn. Kylie, thank you so much. Now on to our other developing story, a gruesome discovery, a body dumped in the trash. Mark Lieberman live at a Phoenix transfer station with more. Mark.
Hey, Carlos, I want to first of all fill you in on what the scene looks like right now. You can see a lot of mobile command centers. We've got a mobile command center forensic team out here, and they've actually been going in and out of the facility really all morning long. We've been on scene since about 9 o'clock this morning. Want to show you what it looks like. That is the sorting facility right there, a huge facility at this recycling center right here again, 27th Avenue in Lower Buckeye. But you can see just how big that is. That's closed off. That's where we're being told that body was found early this morning. But I want to bring in Officer Holmes here with Phoenix Police. Tell us, in terms of what we know so far. Kind of fill us in on what we know.
It's an incredibly unfortunate situation here this morning. All we do know is that employees came here to work at around 7 o'clock this morning. They're going to start doing their job here at the facility, and they find the body of a lady on the conveyor belt. And so operations are shut down. We're called. Our officers get out. They secure the area, and now homicide is here. And as you can see, we've got shovels, we've got rakes, we have officers already suiting up in protective gear. We've got 3 main priorities here. Number 1, we need to find out who this woman is. Number 2, we need to find out how she ended up here. And number 3, we need to find out what happened to her. And we're going to have a long, long afternoon in our attempts to do that.
I know a big reason a lot. Obviously, you guys have a better idea of what she looks like. And I know at this point, we're just saying, hey, we know she's a woman and not much other information being released so far. Talk about the reasoning for that, because I know talk a little bit about how you guys are hoping the public comes forward because of that.
I will. And one thing we want everyone to understand, this is a recycling facility. There are a lot of materials that are around this body at this point. And in order for our investigators to do their due diligence, it's unfortunate that she is deceased. However, we need to find out what happened to her. And there may be evidence that they're approaching even as they go in and try to find out if there's any obvious signs of trauma, things like this. Second of all, it is a hazmat situation, and I mentioned that you have detectives suiting up right now. So, and one thing very important, though, is our citizens can help us right now. If they have someone, a loved one that's been missing for the last few days, and they don't know what happened to her, and it's a female, Violent Crimes Bureau of the Phoenix Police, 602-262-6141.
Officer Holmes, thank you so much. We're going to continue to follow this all day long for you and bring you the very latest. But Carlos, for now, I'm going to throw it right back to you.
Thank you so much. Well, Tempe police are looking for a woman who hit an 8-year-old in a car. Now, this video is very tough to watch, so you might want to look away, but just know that the boy is going to be okay. This is all caught on a dash cam from a nearby bus. That is 8-year-old Zion Campbell, who's crossing the street, and you see out of nowhere, he is hit by a speeding car. The driver did not stop, kept going. Amazingly, Zion, you can see here, suffered just a few scrapes and a broken ankle. The boy's mother wants that driver to turn himself in.
You could have took a child's life at this point in time. That was a very hard hit.
These police say the suspect is driving a four-door Chevy Impala or Malibu. If you have any information, call Tempe Police. Well, the search continues for a suspect who attacked a 14-year-old girl in Gilbert. Gilbert police held a community meeting to answer questions. This all stems from what police are describing as an attempted sexual assault of a teen girl on Saturday at a neighborhood park near Wrecker and Pecos. The description officers have given is a white guy, possibly in his 40s, about 5'10", with brown hair and some sort of facial hair. Now, we caught up with a mom of four who also runs in the area and asked her if the meeting helped calm her nerves.
Yes and no, but he's still out there, this particular person, and so I feel a little bit better, but I think I needed a little bit more questions answered as far as approach and things like that.
Now, Gilbert police say they have had a number of tips come in, which is good news. A family of 8 is lucky to be alive after a Mesa home went up in flames overnight. When crews got to the family's home near McKellips and Lindsay, both floors were on fire. 8 people were inside, including several kids. They all got out safely. And we now know a 7-year-old is responsible for setting a home on fire in Glendale, leading to the rescue of 30 dogs and 3 other animals. It happened near 75th Avenue and Bethany Home Road. Glendale fire crews say the child accidentally started the fire. There was another child in the home at the time, along with a mentally challenged adult. No one was hurt. The family who lives there are dog breeders, but firefighters say that they might be dealing with a hoarding situation. Well, in local campaign news, turns out the Democrat running against Sheriff Joe Arpaio has a shady past in law enforcement. Documents say Joe Rodriguez worked for the Department of Corrections from 1999 to 2014. In 2002, he was suspended for leaving his post. And his employment records show in 2003, he was demoted for lying about having a sexual relationship with an employee that he was in charge of. We reached out for comment, but we have not heard back as of yet.
I can be more presidential than anybody. I can be more presidential if I want to be.
Well, Super Tuesday was a terrific night for Donald Trump, winning the primaries in Michigan and Mississippi, and he also took the caucus in Hawaii. For the Democrats, Bernie Sanders won the critical battleground state of Michigan, a surprise over Hillary Clinton. Sanders and Clinton will face off on the debate stage tonight in Florida. Mark Maloney has the reactions from Super Tuesday.
In a stunning upset, Bernie Sanders winning the Michigan primary.
I just want to take this opportunity to thank the people of Michigan who kind of repudiated the polls that had us 25 points down a few days ago, who repudiated the pundits who said that Bernie Sanders was not going anywhere.
While Hillary Clinton still holds the lead in the delegate race, it represents an embarrassing speed bump in her efforts to pull away from the Sanders campaign.
We believe that our strongest areas are yet to happen. We're very, very well on the West Coast and other parts of this country.
Hillary Clinton winning Mississippi. Crowds cheered at her headquarters as supporters heard the news.
This campaign is about building a future where every American can live up to his or her full potential, no matter where you come from, what you look like, or who you love.
Thank you very much, everyone. This was an amazing evening.
Donald Trump winning crucial victories in Mississippi and delegate-rich Michigan.
One of the things I'm most happy about is that the turnout has been just massive.
Performing strong despite a barrage of attacks from opponents.
I don't think I've ever had so many horrible, horrible things said about me in 1 week.
Trump not the only Republican winner of the night. Ted Cruz winning Idaho. Now the focus is on next Tuesday, with contests in Marco Rubio's home state of Florida.
I believe with all of my